I've uh I've messed up my sticky notes on my dresser, or one of them. I don't know how, but it's crumbled. Oh my god, my OCD's kicking in. Oh, it's not. We're live. Well, hello there, everyone. Mr. Rooster Elite coming back at you with another Tilo's Talk. It's been a while, like, almost exactly a year since I've done a stream at all. So we're gonna make this a good one, y'all. We're gonna make it a good one. Got my brother Wyatt in here with me. And yeah, we'll just have some fun, play the game, have some interesting, conversations. And hold on, I didn't realize how loud it sounds. It sounds so loud on my end. Main volume. There we go. But yeah, back to that conversation, bro. I'm starting to really believe that at the end of the day, and I don't like believing this, but I'm starting to, like, it feels like there's just certain things that I don't know. Females are just gonna be females. I don't really know how else to explain it. It's almost like women have some type of, as much as we would like them to act a little, in a specific manner, right? It's almost like, as much as they even probably want to, it's almost like there's something that just will always prevent them from doing that. Like a female, like that saying, women, that's it, it's just women. Like, that's just women. Like, I'm starting to really, I didn't always used to want to believe that, but I'm starting to believe it more and more. There's something about women that really makes that shit true somehow. And I can't quite just put my finger on it though. Like, it's weird. Yeah. You start to realize who? Yeah, or the lack thereof. I know sometimes, I can kind of be a little worried about my woman sometimes, only due to the fact that it seems like, her lack of emotion sometimes can be and obviously, to her it's not gonna really be such a big deal, but just to a certain extent, for me it's just like, damn, like, for me to be so emotional and you to be so emotionless, sometimes I just wonder, how the hell does this work? Well, it definitely works because of how tolerable I am, but it's just like, dang, that you have no real reason to even connect with your emotion. And I try to be as understanding will let me be, like, just imagine if you've been in relationships, or even if you didn't count them as relationships, right? Just imagine being with partners in your past where you was pretty, emotional, cheerful, and all these things that I would want, a person to be, emotionally stable type shit. And none of us are really emotionally stable. We all have a long way to go, but we can get better through practicing it. And it has to be a constant effort. It's not like you could just focus on it one day. It's nothing. It's not like you take a break from being mindful. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like to call it. There's no break from being mindful. You have to always work on that. Like, you don't just master mindfulness one day, be like, hey, I got it all down pat. No, because you're learning new stuff about yourself all the time being mindful. You notice a lot of things about others. So what I'm ultimately trying to say, and I don't want to get too far off the point, is that these people, time and time again, they let you down, and bull crap happens, and a lot of it just sucks. So after a while, subconsciously, and I really believe that this is like a psychological issue now. You know what I mean? Like, it's it's a defense mechanism that you have done either consciously or subconsciously. You've created a wall around your emotions because you got tired of getting hurt. You got tired of being in so much pain. You know, people letting you down, and it's like you want to be understanding. It's like, all right, cool. It's not like I was there throughout your entire life, so I don't know how emotionally traumatizing that could have actually been for the individual, for you. So it's like you want to be as understanding as possible. I get it, but then it's also like you want to look at the facts as well and be like, well, it's been this long, you know what I mean? And I do see, and while I do see improvement in some areas, it's almost like, why is it taking you so long to kind of like get back to how things were? Because it'll never be back how it was. You know, if you drop a teacup, it's gonna shatter. You know what I mean? It dare not get brought back together. So you never. Yeah, it's never gonna be the same how it was. Oh, I'm dead. Oh man, I'm getting chased. This ain't good at all. It's dead slinger. Oh, he actually got me. That's I thought I got him. But yeah, so you just like, okay, I get it. Like in theory, I get it, but practically it's almost like a damn. Try harder. Sometimes. It's not always like that, but it definitely makes you wonder sometimes, you know? It's like, okay, you gave, like, and I get it, because I have a little I had a little emotional trauma myself. I still kind of do, but it's at the end of the day, everyone is different, you know? And while it can be hard to see that after a while, it's like, for example, this is about to make 3 years of us actually, you know, messing around with each other. We never actually got an official date. So that's what's so crazy. But, you know, I met her in 2020. The year of COVID. That's so funny. And, yeah, oh my God. Why are you tunneling? Yeah, he's tunneling me. This is not gonna be a fun match for me at all. That's so sad. This is how he wants to play. First match on y'all, and this is what y'all get. That's interesting. But yeah, these defense mechanisms, you know, while they're very helpful for keeping us, you know, safe from emotional danger, you know, or these specific defense, because there's all kinds of defense mechanisms. It can also hinder a lot of stuff as well. Like, imagine the possibilities of how things could actually be in a relationship, or specifically in my case, in my relationship, how different things could actually be if she chose to, you know, not necessarily be back how she was, but to show more emotion. Because then to a certain extent, it's almost like, all right, well, you gave all your, all right, you did all this for people that wasn't deserving, right? Well, imagine what'll happen to when you do this for someone that is deserving, you know? And sometimes it can have me thinking, all right, well, am I doing the right thing? You know what I'm saying? Like, am I doing what I'm supposed to do to make you feel emotionally secure? Like, there's only so long where you start to question yourself and start to even question if it's even possible for this person to change, you know? Because maybe the teacup won't come back together. Like, maybe this is one of them, and you know, I don't like thinking like this, obviously, but maybe that is the actual case. Maybe, you know, in her case, the teacup will not come back together at all. Like, forget, it's completely shattered. Glue won't work, tape won't work, the teacup is just completely, it's shattered, it's gone. Damn it. He's not gonna go for this one. Where's the hook? Oh shit. Oh, that ain't good. Why did I feel like he's seeing me? Oh, cause he did. This ain't good, White. Let's heal. Yeah, man. It's a weird way to think about it, though. Like, what do you think about all this? These defense mechanisms. Yeah, because it's almost like you're close. Because it's like while you're open, you're stopping yourself from getting emotionally hurt again. You're also stopping yourself from feeling that emotional relief as well. Because emotions is definitely, you know, why deny us the thing that makes us so different from every other animal? You know, like the fact that we can love, the fact that we can have empathy, the fact that we do have emotions. All these things are some of the biggest reasons on what makes us different from other animals. And so why would we deny ourselves that, you know? And it's like, it seems like a good idea at the time to build these walls, but these walls don't really need, it's not meant to have walls, you know? There's not meant to be walls around your emotions. You're meant to feel, you know, pain as much as you're meant to feel pleasure. They can't exist without the other. Like, quite literally. But yeah, like pain and pleasure, they have to coexist, because without pain, without one, you can't know the other. Like, imagine only ever feeling pleasure. How can you ever say that that's what you're even feeling is pleasure if you can't have pain to compare it to? The painful moments make the pleasurable moments just as, you know, because it makes you want to have more of those moments. And depending on how much pain you've experienced in your life, it should actually make you appreciate those pleasant moments a lot more, due to the fact that you know that you barely get them. If it's that rare for you, then you should appreciate the pleasant moments a lot more. Hang on to your emotions. Because don't get me wrong, none of us want to go through pain and suffering, but we have to. That's just how it is, you know? Oh, he's chasing me. Trying to lead them away from you. Yeah, that ain't right. I'm gonna try to finish this jam, but he keeps coming back to this one. Hey, he's on me, by the way. He left me just that quick. There are, but they're all on the side, on the part where the gens are being popped. And he knows when I'm trying to take him over there, so he'll stop chasing me when I run over there. So he's actually a pretty competent killer. I don't know where he be coming from though. Like, I really don't like this map. This is not the best map to get first. Did someone send us to this map? What offerings are on here? No, we got an offering to go to the fucking Gideon meatpacking plant. Why did we end up here? How did we end up here? That's almost impossible. Oh shit, he's coming, he's coming, he's coming. And he's gonna chase me, of course. We gotta do that, Jen. It's so close. Oh! You got right in my way. Not intentionally, but he has what's the name? I forgot the name of that perk. When the Jen gets to a certain extent, his heartbeat goes away. Hey, if you take a hit, I might be able to jump off. I'm right there. Why? Where did you go? You left me? Oh, you left? Dang, that's crazy. But yeah, man, I don't know, cause it's so crazy. Cause this could be made into such a large, vast discussion due to the fact that emotions are definitely complicated, right? But the only thing that's not complicated about them is the fact, that we have to experience them. We have to, all of them. Because you can't accept one emotion and then deny the rest of them, right? Like you have to. It's a full package deal. You have to accept the good with the bad, and you have to understand that they're both just as valuable. Not one. This is why we're losing. They're hiding behind stuff. What the hell? One guy's doing the Gen now. And every time you hear the heartbeat, he just fucking crouch walks. Yeah, I hope you die, motherfucker. This is Jake I'm talking about. He's about to die. And then you're in the, oh lord, you're in the corner of the map. You know what? Well, while y'all are doing that, I'm gonna go upgrade a little bit because, yeah. Yeah, I had 2.2 mil myself. But yeah, man, yeah, that's probably about all I have to say about emotions. It's like don't as humans we shouldn't be denying us. Like don't deny yourself what makes you do. Otherwise, you're just existing at that point, right? Like why just exist? Why not live? There's a difference, you know what I'm saying, from living and existing. And if you want to deny yourself the one thing that makes us even one of the best creatures on this planet, then, that's unfortunate. Nothing more to really be said about that. It's just a sad thing to see. Because some people really do, and, I've been at that point as well, so I get it. Now, I'm not trying to say I don't get it at all, but it's also, you just got to be able to distinguish it. You got to be able to tell us, all right, well, let me just take a step back. Everyone is not alike. I've been hurt a lot in the past, but this is, because this is the thing, right? You shouldn't be putting yourself out there anyway if you aren't emotionally comfortable. You know what I mean? Like, don't let someone else have to go through certain stuff and pick up the pieces you should be picking, because it's not their emotions, and I'm not trying to badmouth anyone. I don't want to put that out there. I'm just saying as a general statement, like why get into an involvement with someone when you can't find a way to, when you aren't even able to be emotionally stable enough to be in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Because all it's gonna do is delay the inevitable, which is ending in pain. Oh shoot, I forgot I had my alarms. Yeah, it's gonna end in pain for both parties. So, and this is just how I look at it, like, is the most selfish thing anyone can ever, try to do is say that, you're my happiness, right? And don't do that. Don't say I'm your happiness, right? Because guess what? Before I met you, before you met me, you had a whole life, right? And we're sharing a portion of our life together, and hopefully, it can last a long time. But to say that I am this one thing in your entire life that makes you happy, that's very selfish. It might sound sweet, at first, but then you realize it's like, so you're depending your whole happiness on me. Why is that? Like, why do I have to be your happiness? You're supposed to be able to make yourself happy. I'm supposed to be able to make myself happy, and then we come together. And did you really? That's fire. You deserve it, cause them other guys, they were idiots. But yeah, though, man. Happiness is an individual thing, you know, and when we come together and combine our happiness, that's the most beautiful thing right there. But the sad part about it is, you know, everyone isn't that emotionally mature. And typically it's due to the fact that we've denied ourselves these emotions. And I've actually been getting into psychology a lot. I forgot what the stages were called. I'm gonna have to re-go to that lecture specifically and figure out what it was called. But there are certain psychological stages that we have to pass through, right, in order to become a full human. I don't know if full human was the word that he used, but it was something along those lines. And basically what he was saying is, you know, we go through these stages, and when we go through these stages, you know, our personality ever so slightly changes. And there are some people that don't leave a particular stage due to whatever could be the case. He said that it could be, you know, mental trauma, emotional trauma, you know, all kinds of different things leading to being stuck in certain stages. Like for example, guys, right? A lot of guys, they don't really grow up for real, you know. Like, yeah, sure, they might be up there in age, but for the most part, a lot of them be very, very immature, you know. They don't know how to, you know, maintain a committed relationship. There's a lot of problems that goes on with a lot of males in this day and age, and some of it could be due to, you know, could possibly be a lack of a father figure in life. You know, no one ever really taught them how to be a man. But the thing about that though, right, is that argument can only be made for so long. Because after a while, when do we start to be like, all right, well, you're old enough. At this point, you're old enough to understand that you're not, if you're in a relationship, you're committed to someone, there are just certain things you just do not do. Right? Like, whether we want to, you know, there's a couple of things we can kind of like go back and forth on what's acceptable and what's not. But there are certain things you just do not do, right? Like, just why it should just be, at that point, common sense. But no, they still fuck up, right? Why is that? What is that that's going on? Where they're psychologically speaking, they never move past this particular stage to fully developing. So due to that, and this is not an excuse for their actions at all. This is just to understand their actions, right? Like, there's no excuse for doing certain shit. Like, you know, cheating on your woman. Yeah, no excuse for that. But you understand why it happens is because they're psychologically they aren't a full human, not a full man at least. They are still stuck in a particular stage in their development process, and they might never get out of it. That's the worst part, right? It's not like, you know, eventually they'll get out of it. No, you have to actually try to get out of it, and even then you might not actually get out because Erickson's theory? Is that what it's called? It don't ring any bells just yet. I don't know if I've gotten to Eric. I have so far I haven't gotten to Erickson's theory yet. I've gotten to Freud's thinking though. 8 stages. And well, hold on, name the stages, cause I might know the stage names. What is the base word? Inferior? Inferiority. Okay, gotcha. That's weird. None of those rung a bell. But also, that lecture, I listened to it a couple days ago, so I probably don't even remember the names, for real. because let's be honest, that's why we have to study for like something that you're actually very passionate about. You do have to do some research on and study and really lock it in. You can't just listen to a lecture one and not take any notes and think it's gonna, you're just gonna know it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that's probably what's going on right now. I just have to, you know because I will, and the craziest part, I listen to these lectures, when I'm riding in the car and stuff, and I can remember it for a while, but then after a while, it's just like, what was they talking about again? Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's just how memory works. That's why, there's a lot of people out there that dedicate their lives to learning certain things because it's like certain topics, like for example, quantum physics is just so difficult. You spend your whole life learning about it due to the fact that it's very, very difficult. You know what I'm saying? It's not something that you just look at and be like, all right, I get it. No, you don't get it. If you think you get it, that's how you know you don't get it, because even the quantum physicists that have been spending years and years still don't get the shit. How you think you're just gonna get it? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a reason why people just spend their entire lives figuring shit out, like electricity, electromagnetism. I forgot the laws. Not Coulomb's law. Is it Maxwell? I think it's Maxwell equations. Maxwell's equations, when physicists get their degree, right, there's some, especially the ones that are very interested in like power and electricity and stuff, and get their degree and they start studying Maxwell's equations for the rest of their life. So if you look at those equations just, first glance and be like, oh, I get it. No, you don't get it. There's no way you get it. Not yet, at least. Because there's people that literally study their entire lives trying to figure that shit out. Because we think we know a lot about electricity, but the fact is, we actually know very, very little, right? We understand yeah, there's still a lot of mysteries of electricity. Like, we don't really know where it comes from. We know how it is, how it's created and stuff like that. We can tell you this chemistry, but we can't actually tell you why, where it actually comes from. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously clouds gather but what actually forms them? You know what I'm saying? Like, certain simple questions like that, we just can't answer yet. Not necessarily the lack of ignorance, it's just a lack of, unknown. Because at the end of the day, these equations and stuff, it just describes the way that electricity works and how it moves and all that, but it don't really tell you, where it even came from. And then, let me tell you a fun fact about Neptune. I didn't even know this about Neptune. Neptune Neptune actually, it lightnings a lot. Like, they have lightning storms that last, I think, for over 50 years. I can't, damn it, I can't remember it. Hey, I'm ready whenever you are. Oh, okay, yeah. Do your thing, man. I'm spending points too. I'm about to hit this restroom up real quick though. I'm a savage. I'm a savage, Wyatt. Classy, bougie, ratchet. Oh, you heard me when I was singing it, huh? But nah, though, man. So let me tell you something. Just okay. Hell yeah, I ain't even. I completely forgot. I was so busy, damn, doing the talking. My ass forgot altogether. All right. So something interesting I'm about to tell you, right? So when I was with my bro Keith, after a woman left and everything, I was like, all right, well, now I might as well go pick up D, right? Let's pick up D. So we go pick up D John, that's my bro, and you know, we get out, and you know how it gets dark early and everything like that. So by the time we do all that, now get to the crib, it's about 19 something, 19:30ish. It's dark enough to where you can see stars. You know what I'm saying? So I'm showing D constellations. I'm showing him stars. I showed him Mars. I showed him Jupiter, shit like that. And and I really loved this, right? His fascination with me showing him these things, and then like he was so fascinated by it, it made me even more fascinated to tell him more, because I never really, and this is a fact, but I've never really met another human being that was so interested in the stars, especially the way that I am. Like he was genuinely fascinated when I was showing him the Little Dipper or the constellation of Orion. I showed him. Yeah, man, but it's weird because not too many talk about it for real. Like I'm someone that actually vividly talks about it all the time. Like that's one thing that even my coworkers are now starting to know me as. Like people be like, "You got any hobbies?" I'm like, "Yeah, man, I just go outside with my binoculars, or lay outside in the night sky, up under the full moon, looking at stars and shit like that." And they look at me and they think it's kind of strange at first, but then they start to realize that that's just who I am really naturally, because at the end of the day, this is what people don't realize, right? How do you think we used to travel in the past? We didn't always have phones. We didn't always have compasses. We drew a map because we had vivid imaginations, and we utilized our stars to help us and guide us through our travels. This is how we used to travel. This is the stars. Well, hold on. What happened? Yeah, something like that. Cause cause I ain't gonna lie. That's one thing I'm not able to really pick out and look up and be like, oh, that's the North Star. I'm not that good yet, and it's probably due to so much light pollution that's around here. I barely even be able to see what I'm able to see, and it's terrible. Orion, I love it. Anywhere, yep, I don't care. This is what I miss about the military. I miss going to the field, to the woods, and just staying the night in there during the winter time. And don't get me wrong, it's cold as shit, yeah. But bro, the stars are we're away from so much light pollution, and so when I see all them stars, it literally blows my fucking mind, because you're seeing the sky. Not all you're, and then because we're still technically on a military installation, we're just away from most of the light pollution, so you're able to see so much, but that's still just a smiglet of what you're supposed to be able to see, bro. And that's and just what I'm able to see. It blows my mind every time, because it's fascinating. Because at the end of the day, it makes you realize, like, yo, this is what we're a part of. This is technically what we came from. We came from supernovas. You remember what a supernova is, right? The death of a star, and that shit just blows up, and you have to go through a couple of generations of those before you get enough heavy elements to create shit like a planet. You know what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is that we are literally made of star stuff in essence, literally. I'm looking for killer. I wanna get chased. You got killer. Oh, okay then. It's Demigorgon. But yeah, man, and I love the stars, bro. Like I love going back to the roots of humanity. Oh my god, he has a perk to where when they finish the gen, it gets covered. The gen you're working on gets covered by an entity. You don't goddamn got killer. He just not moving. You motherfucker. I'm thinking that he's chasing you. But yeah, though, bro, like that's amazing, man. It's like I'm going back to like ancient human roots, and there's something beautiful in there. I really don't know because this is something. It was something that they didn't take for granted because it's not like they had other shit to do for real. Think about like really think about that shit, right? One of the first clocks we ever made was an astronomical clock, and it was made due to the way that the stars are oriented and all that shit, and it helps guide, tell the time and shit like that. It was an astronomical clock. I forgot what the name of. I could look it up in a second here. But damn, I should have took my laptop out. I knew we were doing a Tilo's talk. I was gonna need all this. I'm tripping. I thought I was prepared, but I wasn't. I'm so sorry, y'all. I could have been looking it up. I forgot, bro. But it was definitely a type of astronomical clock. One of the very first clocks known to man was a astron. I don't remember if it was that, but it's very fascinating because the point that we're both trying to make is that the humans used what they had to make what is now. Like it all started from us looking up and wondering, wow, how can I? Or you just look up and all the amazing shit you would see. And what's so even more crazier, right? Is the fact that we can't even begin to fathom how that was like, because all we've ever known is technology. All we've ever known is mostly the internet and all this other stuff, even though me personally, I didn't grow up with internet. But what I'm saying is, in the age that we grew up in, it is a completely different age than the medieval times. You know what I'm saying? Like it's so different. And even in psychology, right? There's fuck. I don't think he was a psychologist himself, but I think he was a person that studied human behavior in abandoned areas. I don't remember his name, but I like I said, I'm gonna definitely take some notes, and I'm gonna be able to better give you an understanding of it and have an understanding of it myself. But what I'm saying is, there was this guy, and what he was he made a theory that humans who are away from because there's a lot of people that believe that civilization is bad, government is bad, and don't get me wrong, to a certain extent it is, but there are people out there that really do believe if it wasn't no government, then we'd be a little bit more peaceful. But on the contrary, right, this guy, he went out to prove it. So this guy actually found that a civilization that that's away from civilization, so they're like savages type. And he said that in his writings, he actually said that they were actual savages. Like, they were way more aggressive, like about 5 times more aggressive than a regular human would be, by society's standards, of course, because obviously we don't really because good and bad doesn't exist, right? It's all we've all created it through society, and who's to say, oh well, you're bad because of this, or you're bad because that, or you're good because this? Just because I help an old lady across the street, does that just naturally make me good? No, society would view that as good because I'm doing something to help another person, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm a good person just because I helped the old lady across the street. I can help an old lady across the street by day, and by night be a fucking cannibalistic murderer. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you never really know. And when you start talking about aggression and all this other stuff, you're really talking about how society would view it, because I watched on Instagram the other day a bear, and was at a wedding, and it when I tell you, it demolished this deer. It demolished that deer. Like, the deer was making noise. I didn't even know deers can make that noise, but at the same time, I've never heard deer make a noise. You know what I'm saying? They're always running and shit. I never heard a deer dying. And that thing, it sounded terrible. Like when I'm talking about the screeking that that deer was doing, it was terrible, Wyatt. So the point that I'm trying to make is, nature itself is a violent and aggressive thing. So there's no way that we can try to impose a type of order and structure to it when it just doesn't exist. You know what I'm saying? The natural state of the world is disorder, if anything. Like, think about how our own planet was made. Our own planet was made through countless stars fucking blowing the fuck up over and over again until enough heavy elements came out of it to eventually form, because everything in space naturally forms into a sphere. It's because of the way that gravity works in space and the way that space-time curves and all of that stuff. But, eventually a planet would have, it was inevitable. Whether that planet would have been habitable or not is a completely different story. And now let's get on that, right? So exactly how was this planet made? Well, this planet it wasn't always habitable. The scientists have proven that, the scientists have shown that this Earth was not always habitable for life. The only reason it's now habitable is due to a lot of catastrophic events, climate changes, and all types of stuff that made it more habitable. Like, think about it. Back during the dinosaur times, the world itself had, I want to say, and don't quote me on this, but I want to say it was about 5 times more CO2 in its atmosphere. That was not a suitable environment for humans to live in, because we don't breathe carbon, and the dinosaurs didn't breathe carbon either. So how they survived, we don't know. But I know for a fact that humans weren't alive during that time. And you want me to tell you what's even crazier? What happened between, because think about it, right? Even in history, remember, go all the way back to your history classes, right? You got the dinosaur period, right? And then after the dinosaurs go extinct, it's almost like there's a period of blank. And then next thing you know, we go to, Greek times. What the hell happened between that period of after the dinosaur extinction and then next thing you know, pop, humans are here? What happened? What the hell was the Earth doing during that time? Like, because of the asteroid hitting the Yucatan Peninsula, it caused the climate to change to where it is now suitable for humans. Like, that was the beginning of the end of the beginning, I should say. It was the end of the dinosaurs, but the beginning of humanity, because that was the first step, having a breathable atmosphere so we can become. But because yeah, and at that point you just gotta start questioning one of two things: is it really evolution through natural selection, or was some type of modification made within the Homo species genes, and somehow we came about? Human chromosome number 2. I think I've talked about this on one of my Tilo's talks. It's a very interesting chromosome, because apparently that is the chromosome that a lot of scientists, and I don't remember these specific branch of science. We got different sciences, biologists, physics, all that. But there's a specific branch of science that tries to focus on how animals evolve and stuff like that. So I forgot the name of it. Maybe they're evolutionists. I don't know the name. I don't claim to know the name, but I do know that they looking at human chromosome number 2, because apparently human chromosome number 2 is the chromosome that is where our empathy comes from. It's where a lot of our logic comes from. It's basically the thing that makes us so completely different from every other animal on the planet is human chromosome number 2. And where did this chromosome come from? How did this chromosome come about? Like, yes, you say evolution through natural selection, yes, but how exactly did we like what made us different from any other Homo species? What made us so different to where we were able to just somehow figure out how to make fire, start asking questions? What mutation could have came about to where life somehow was like, all right, I need this trait to survive, I'm gonna pass it on to your offspring? Because that's basically how natural selection works, right? It's the need to survive, right? So for some reason, I guess, giraffes needed to be able to reach their necks up on trees and be able to grab the leaves off of them and eat them like that instead of the goddamn eating grass, or whatever the case may be. But some type of mutation eventually happened, right? The giraffe was born with a slightly longer neck than the other giraffes, and when it had offspring, what the hell within the genome Like the Punnett square, whatever you want to call it, because that's ultimately what it is, right? That decides how your genes get passed. You got the Punnett square, then you got the recessive traits, the dominant traits, and stuff like that, right? So what is it within that system that is like, okay, you know what? You have a long neck, even though this was a mutation. You're really an odd motherfucker. I believe that I need this to survive. So I'm gonna pass it on to your children. What governs that? Like what actually says, okay, this is, and it's weird, right? Because even though I'm more on the side of, you know, evolution through natural selection than not. I'm still very curious on how that actually works. Like, why is it that the something within your DNA structure, something within something, there's some type of system going on that just knows how to be like, okay, this is a useful trait. I'm gonna pass this on. Why do you feel like that's the most trait that's there to survive? Like, what do it go to some type of genome check to where it's like, all right, this trait useful, that trait's useful. Hold on, this trait is actually pretty useful. I'm gonna pass it on. Like, what is that? What is governing that? There has to be something, right? Uh-huh. It didn't. I think it's time though. What I'm picturing right now is similar to when a dog first has babies, right? You're not able to touch his puppies right away. If you do, you get your scent on it, and it don't recognize that as its puppy, and it eats the dog. It eats its own puppy. The mother will eat her puppy. So to a certain extent, I actually do know what you're talking about, and that make but that's slightly different. You know, you're saying what you're saying is there are some species of animal out there where if the offspring itself looks different from the other offspring, like his brothers and sisters, it will eat it then. And that's crazy because I'm not too familiar with. Oh shit, I'm getting chased. Oh! I'm dead. Yeah, it is. Because it's like, yeah, sure, it answers a lot of questions, but if you really stop and just really start thinking about, and you know, I had this same conversation with my woman the other day, and I told her, well, maybe I am thinking too much about it. And I just said that because she really couldn't give me, because she's in all these biology classes, you know what I'm saying? She's learning about it, and this is a constant thing, you know? So it's making me realize just, at the least, because we like to think that we know so much, right? And especially people that didn't go to college, you know, they'll think that there's so many questions that are answered, and then whilst that is true, there's also so many questions that were left unanswered as well, like so many. So all I'm trying to say is, you know, it's good to still ask questions. It's good to still try to figure out, all right, well, why does it work like that? Because there's nothing wrong with not knowing. So now let's figure it out. Because now we just agreed that we don't know. So why is that? You know, because we could just say, oh, well, that's just how evolution works. Okay, well, what is, because that's the thing, right? Because she couldn't answer my question, so I just left it alone. But that really, woo, woo. I'm dead. Stupid ass. Stupid ass. Oh, she's reloading. Good. I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm gone. Ah, stupid. Yeah, just got head on. Oh, yeah. Good. And y'all was doing gens, so we didn't get lost value. Well, she died again, so that's not good. Oh, man, I'm so close to being healed. Eat. Damn. Come heal me. Come heal me. Who is that? That's you? Alright, I'm almost healed, please. Oh, no, 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 she's coming, she's coming. Heal me, heal me, heal me. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Yeah. Oh. I should teabag her. I should be toxic and teabag her. I teabag. I couldn't help myself, Wyatt. I'm dead, Wyatt. I shouldn't have did that. Well, I did something dumb. I jumped through the window while she was running past it. But yeah, man, evolution is a very interesting topic. Because it definitely makes you wonder why are things the way that it is. I basically asked her what is it that does the, like, I get evolution through natural selection, natural, and maybe it was the way I worded it, but I was like, what is it that's doing the natural selecting? Like, what is it? Because alright, I get the ideal of Punnett squares, right? But what it so what is it that says when a offspring is being formed, some type of something, right? Like, let's say I have a child. What is it within her body or within the genes, within the biology of species itself? What is it that just goes, all right, well, this gene is actually useful. This gene is not useful. What's doing that? What is doing the natural selecting? You see what I'm saying? Because even though, yeah, you can say, oh, well, that's just how evolution works. Well, how does it work exactly? I get that it's evolution through natural, it's through a necessity, but break it. She's on me, by the way. She's going toward y'all. She's going toward y'all. She's going toward y'all. Ooh, a med kit. Hell yeah, I can heal myself. But yeah. Because it's not like that's a ridiculous question to ask, you know? Like, that's a very fair point type of question. Like, what is... I get evolution through natural, so I get that. It's not like I don't get it. I'm not trying to say that's stupid. But what I am saying is, what exactly is doing the natural selecting? Is it your DNA? Is it... What is doing it? I get that that's just how it goes, but what is... That still doesn't answer my question. Not really. Not at all. Shit. Why? What is actually selecting? Or doing the selection? Like, how does how does life itself just know, oh, well, this is a useless trait, let me get rid of this, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? Yep, exactly. I'm about to die, so I'm a little focused right now. She left me. She left me. She left me. Is that you? Hey, come to your right. Oh, she's on you. Ooh. You shouldn't have did that. That and with 100s, it's not good to throw the pedals down immediately. You want to wait to see what she's gonna do. It just sucks because it happens so fast. It's like you feel like the only thing you have to do is throw down the pallet, but then that's when they pull their hatchet out and get your ass. You know, your teammate healing me real quick because I am dead on hook. After that, I'm gonna go to the gen over here. I think y'all are on. I hear it. You got this. And even if you don't, you haven't been on hook yet, so at least it's not too bad. Alright. Good, good, good. I'm on a gen. Actually, you're running toward me. Good. You got mine, right? Okay, I keep forgetting you got mine now. Let's do the gen. She's coming. This ain't good. I'm dead. I'm leaving. She left. No, she's going. Hold on. What the hell is she doing? She left me, but she didn't go to you. She went back to the gym. Oh, no, no, no. Now she's going to you. Alright, good. I'm just saying she's going in your direction. My apologies. No, man, do a generator. You haven't even been on what's her name. Nah, fuck that. Do a gen. You're wasting time if you're running around looking for teammates. Unless you just don't want to win, then that's fine too. I'm halfway done. It's all good. He's a... Fuck. I need to come get one of y'all. I can't leave it like that. Because what's about to happen now is he's about to come. There's no way he sees me though. What? How did she see me? She's panicking. That's very weird. How did she know where I was? No, like, I'm so serious right now. How did she know where I was? Like, she pointed dead at me. I can't wait till you get on the hook, because I gotta see this. I got to see if she has barbecue chili. Because that's the only thing I can think of, if she has barbecue chili. That was... It hit right on you. Don't do that. What? That was a terrible side to side, if that's what you call side to side. to me, it really looked like you were shaking your screen side to side instead of your actual body. But hey, you know, to each his own. Try to jump off. You might as well try the 4%. You never know. You might get lucky. No, you get 3. However, since he died, it took away your last chance. That's why I said, hey man, because technically speaking, they don't incorporate the fact that you put 1% in it. I meant 4% because it's such a rare thing to do. It's just like they don't even try it. All right, she did have barbecue chip fudge. That made so much that, bro, I'm telling you that there was no other way she knew where I was. Like, she aimed dead at me. Damn it. See, if I would have stayed my ass on the generator, she probably still would have left you on the ground. So, I don't know if there was an actual array around that. Yeah, they're idiots. I'm talking about colossal morons. Oh, man. Okay, I got 1.7 mil, so I'm good for the next couple games at least. That was not that bad of a match. I just didn't like how we didn't escape. Because that was actually a pretty decent match. But yeah, y'all, if y'all have any ideas on how, you know, what is actually doing the natural selecting and evolution, please do not hesitate to tell me, because I don't know. You know, and there ain't no shame in my game. I'm not sure we'll ever actually know the specifics. And you know, maybe I am thinking too hard about it, but it does make you wonder. If you do think hard enough, it makes you wonder. Well, I get it, but what is actually doing it? And what the hell? How does the body or when whatever is in the development stage of another, you know, living creature, what is it that's saying, hey, I like this gene right here. This gene is going to be useful to my survival. I'm going to pass it on. Like, what is actually doing that? There has to be some type of thing that's doing the natural selecting. And that's what I want to know. Well, it looks like we lost, Wyatt. Sounds like it's time. Hey, man, we need to win. What are you doing, Wyatt? Come on. That last match against Demigorg, first of all right, well, guess what? I didn't. I just said we need a win. You selfish son of a bitch. This man over here. Whoa. No, why is this person level 100? Yeah, see, I gotta use the restroom after that one. Oof. Alright, everyone. I've had an epiphany while I was in the shitter. My epiphany is I actually really want to start back, like, faithfully uploading videos, streaming, and all that good stuff, right? I need to get back on the same wavelength that I was on when I had the accident and I couldn't work for that year. Because in 2021, I had it going on as it pertained to, you know, doing what? Just lost my train of thought. As it pertains to making content, I was doing my thing. And I thought I was going to be consistent, but reality showed me that it's not that simple, okay? When you're in the actual job and all of these other things, like I have a career going for myself now. So just a real quick career update, y'all. I am now, you know, a technician, a maintenance tech, and I just filled out my FAFSA to start back going to school and everything like that. I want to be an engineer. I want to be an electrical engineer, right? And I want to have a dual major. I want to major in physics while also majoring in electrical engineering. And I don't know if I'm gonna have a minor or not, and if I do it'll probably be in psychology. All I'm saying, right, I want to go back to school and further my education. So but I also definitely want to keep making content, because I realized that making content is something that really I enjoy, like, a lot. I enjoy making content. I enjoy talking about the unnatural, the unknown. Like, there's a lot of people that have forgotten. Like, I tell people all the time, like, do you know why I'm so interested in the stars? Well, it's be yeah. He's about to kill me because I have no resources. I wasn't on the pallet or nothing. But yeah, like, I'm gonna try to start back live streaming more and definitely keeping the content consistent. And this is the deal, right? I'm gonna try to make at least one stream a week. How does that sound? I might not always be able to get a video in, but I'll at least try to get a stream in a week. Cause I really like my job, right? I work on, you know, is maintenance. So I work on machinery, conveyor systems. You know, it's a variety of things that I do at my job. Welding. I'm not too good at welding yet, but I'm just saying these are one of the things that I do. To weld stuff back together. I fix shit. Oh, that shit sucks. I do this stick welding. Who? You thought you was gonna get me? Idiot! Why is he only chasing me?
Do you actually think you could defeat me?
Why is he chasing me? Like, I'm about to rage quit. No, you know what? I'm not about to rage quit. I'm about to quit. I'm gonna calmly quit. But yeah, y'all, and it's very fun. You know, like, don't get me wrong, I enjoy my job, but I'm already starting to get into that cycle of the same problems occur. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you have good photographic memory, it's really easy to deduce, you know, what the problem is and how to fix it and all these other things. Hey, I never noticed. Hey, pay attention to the hooks. Those hooks, that's real time. Can you please not chase me? Like, the fuck, bro. Like, don't be that killer. Cause he's acting like that killer. Like, he's only going for me. Look, he's chasing me again. Nope, no, I left him. I left him teammate. Fuck teammate, I don't give a fuck. Well, I don't. No need to lie about it. I despise teammates more than anything. Why I hate randos. They're so itty. No, I'm already spraying myself. I appreciate it though. I still don't know what'll happen if that shit goes all the way up. How did he? Calm down, cause I almost raged. I am pissed. Like, there's no way. You're going for me only. Do you not feel a little bit of shame? You fucking... Alright. Anyway. So I have a secret, Wyatt. I want to tell you, I have a way to become an entrepreneur one day. You know how I told you I'm gonna get a telescope and all that good stuff? Well, a telescope is not an asset, right? It's a liability. It's not making me any money. So I thought to myself, well, how can I turn this into an asset, right? How can I make me wanting a telescope and buying a telescope into an asset? How can I use it in my favor? What I thought of was the pictures that I take on my telescope, I can sell them online. Cause you know I do coding. I'm coding from Python. I don't know if you remember, but I'm learning coding from Python. So in a couple of years, like 2-3 years, I'll be able to build my own website, right? I build my own website, and I have a telescope, and I take pictures, and I sell these pictures online. I get some of the I get in contact with some manufacturers that can make some real decent clothing, and I can have my own clothing line, right? I'm not sure if I'll make a new Instagram yet for it or what, but that's the idea, man. That's the future, bro. Being able to make money in my sleep. But I still like robotics. I still like to work on machinery. So while I'm doing machinery and working on that shit during the day, throughout the day while I'm doing that, I'm also making money from a side gig from a website that I created. With the algorithm that I'm gonna make, it's gonna self-generate itself. So the revenue is gonna come in. I just won't be fully monitoring it. I'm gonna let the computer do everything for me. That's weird, right? Because a lot of people have the same access to technology, but they choose to let it waste away. And that's sad sometimes when I think about it. Because motherfuckers, man, I tell you, there's too many ways to make money out here. It's hard to feel bad for someone that's homeless or something like that, because there are some people that have real tragic stories, you know. Okay, I empathy them. But there are some people that are out there that's fucking drug addictions and shit like that. It's hard to feel bad for someone like that. It's like, hey, man. Yeah, okay, it's a drug, it's a powerful drug, but at the end of the day, you're in control of you. If you allow something else, a substance, to be in control of you, then that shows that you're not worthy of your humanship, if you ask me. Because we're in control. We can't control the circumstances that happen around us, but we can control ourselves. That's a fact. No other animal can say that. They act off instinct. So all I'm saying is, you know, hey, some people you can't feel bad for. Yeah, I'm watching you. I'm not up top. So you gotta get used to running like that. You know how you was looking behind you while running? You gotta get used to doing that. That I'm telling you, that shit comes in handy. Cause you can watch a killer while also running around and full aware of your surroundings.
Is that all you
They're not doing generators. Motherfuckers. You ain't even been down on the hook and you wanna goddamn get healed. Like, do a gen. Like, it's the fact that they don't think strategically. Like, teammates are... They are the worst. Like, just think a little bit. It's not rocket science. We're not even asking if rockets even exist. Right now, it's just fucking simple common sense. Stop trying to heal, wasting time, because every second is precious in DBD, when you could be goddamn doing the generator. You on the other hand, you're dead on hook, so you need to heal. Like, it makes sense for you to waste time and get healed. They want to spray you down instead of healing you. Goofy. Hey, let me know when you're, if you want to play something else. I'm not sure how long I'm going to be up, but I'm going to try to be up for a while. Because we got to make up for the lost day. I mean, like you said, you worked a 13 yesterday, so we didn't get to hang out. And I'm already excited to play the game, so. Earlier. He said, fuck them. It's almost like they don't care about winning. fucking idiots. You gotta wait for the status effect to go away. He's looking for you. Be careful. It's almost like around this time, we don't get good teammates anymore. They're all shitty. After a while, it's like it becomes survival of the fittest in this game, and I don't like it. Because instead of working together, motherfuckers start thinking for themselves, okay, I'm gonna let him die and I'm gonna escape. Like, what? Fuck yeah. Nah, I feel you. Hey, fuck you, Wyatt. You ain't shit, bro. Hopefully we can escape this match. I want to have at least one match where we both escape and the killer is playing. Exactly. Alright, great. You haven't won 2 cents then, so be quiet. Yeah, it's frustrating. Now you know how me and Popsicles feel when we play this goddamn game. Well, I did. I died. Any topics you want to discuss? Let's do it. Let's do it. believe it or not, NASA was never a space. I mean, not a space, but a ocean facility. Yeah, they were curious about certain things of the ocean, but they always been aerospace. So one of the A's in NASA, actually, because NASA is an acronym. So the A actually stands for aeronautics or aeronautics or something like that. So basically, it's dealing with air dynamics. So NASA has always been able to talk about the skies and things that we regular people would find amazing and mind blowing. But for them, it's like, hey, another day at the job, you know? Like, literally in November, I don't even know if you remember me telling you this, but Jupiter was the closest to Earth that it'll ever be in the last 70 years. It takes 70 years before Jupiter gets to that point due to the orbital paths that, you know, Jupiter and Earth takes. So every night, it was a big ass, bright ass star. Mm-hmm. No, it's not. It's Nemesis this time. Go! What the fuck? You know what? I'm so pissed off. He's tunneling. Why are you tunneling? Why? Like, does that bring you fucking satisfaction, my brother? Make it make sense. She probably shouldn't have got you off the hook as soon as you got on it. She probably should have waited. But hey, exactly. Like, all he was gonna do is put me on the goddamn same exact hook, dumbass. Like, randos are stupid. They don't think. They don't think, oh, well, maybe I should wait a second and let him get away from this hook. Well, the goddamn zombie in the way. This game is so gay! This game is racist. It's because I'm black, ain't it? Like garbage, bro. Yeah, around this time it seems like we don't get nothing but the worst teammates. She got decisive. Nice. Run to a pallet, you dumbass. Well, she's about to die. She's stupid. She's doing it, Jen. Only 25% done. Look like he heading towards you. Be careful. That's fucked up. He didn't, he heard you. You can. You'll be surprised. A second chance at life. Yeah, I told you. But you were injured. I don't know if you know this, but when you're injured, you're making a groaning noise. Times like this where Unbreakable really comes in handy, huh? It's so weird because you can't count on a moment like that. Well, then you gotta make the decision for yourself. Also, is there anything else you would like to talk about? I like Orion. Orion is my favorite only because that's the one that is memorized in my brain. Like, I look up and I see it and I just know, okay, that's Orion. Yeah, Orion. Whatever you want to pronounce it. It's so weird. It's so weird how he's supposed to be kneeling, but I don't see it. But I mean, to a certain extent, if you have enough imagination, I guess you can see it. But aside from that, it's just like, I like it though, cause them 3 dots that make his belt, I know for a fact that's how I always figure out that that's him, right there. Them 3 dots. You can always see it. And I need to learn more constellations because I know Orion so well. It's like, why can't I learn the other ones? But the other ones, it's a little harder because Orion, it doesn't matter the light pollution, you can always see it. So the other ones, they're pretty dim because they're further away from us, I'm assuming. So it's harder to see them. There's certain parts of Orion that I never even seen before until last night. Damn. I don't know, man. I'm starting to realize like the time that you play also matters. If you play at a certain time, you're gonna get a certain set of teammates. And it's just that's exactly. Hit the time. Oh, okay. Is that time? Gotcha. Well, then in that case, damn, I didn't realize I was up for so long. I've been up for like 2.5 hours already. What time did I wake up? I don't even remember. Mm. Do you think? No, I checked it. I'm gonna check it again. Want to get one win fair and square? Like, come on. God damn it. Well, I have, but I don't count it as a win because the killer wasn't playing. Remember the Demogorgon? Nope. That's the only match I remember you winning. The first match because you escaped on the swamp, but I only remember the second time being with the Demogorgon that wasn't playing. You won against the Death Slinger? Well, the Death Slinger was the first match, remember? We only went against one Death Slinger. We did. You won against the Demogorgon that wasn't playing. Nope. We died like fuck. That's 60% done. Nice. I'm gonna pop in about 20 seconds. If teammate don't bring him over here. Well, teammate brought him over here. Great, teammate. Fucking great. I'm not gonna lie, I'm starting to get very agitated. Like, why did you bring... Why, teammate? Like, why? I was so close to popping the gin. Like, it was... movement. Oh shit. What the fuck? She left me. I didn't try to. Get up! God damn it. I'm dead. Run as far away as possible. Heal me, get me. Oh my god. I'm one tap. What? I'm quitting.